What is up, guys? I am back with another video on WandaVision. Now, that episode, holy shit, that was a good ass episode, not gonna lie. But it took a break from like we're seeing the outside of Wanda's like reality that she's created for herself. You know, it wasn't another like sitcom episode. This is like the real shit, like our reality, how we've been seeing the MCU. And they're like trying to, well, first of all, this episode starts out like with Geraldine, I believe that's her name, like the daughter of that pilot from Captain Marvel. Like she got snapped and she returns in the hospital, and like we're seeing like everybody who got snapped away being like returned, and like it's like chaos happening and it's crazy, and she's like looking for her mother, and then like it turns out like her mother like died 3 years ago, and like she disappeared 2 years, and that was just a really cool opening. And then we jump, after like all the Marvel credits and everything, we jump to like the present, and she's like, apparently her mother created this like organization called SWORD, which is, I want to say it's similar to SHIELD, except not like more advanced like SHIELD. SWORD's like another like secret agency. Like we're getting more information about that. That's good, because a lot of people have been speculating what the hell SWORD is, and that's what it is. Like it's like an organization, and they were like talking about building like spaceships, and apparently now they're like switching gears because the whole Thanos thing. So like now they like look at other threats, and then like Geraldine got called to New Jersey because there was like a missing persons report filed, and they said it was weird and everything. And so when she gets there, she meets up with Agent Wu from the Ant-Man movie, the second one. Remember when Ant-Man was like grounded and like he wasn't able to leave his house, and Agent Wu was always like keeping an eye over him? That's cool. He showed up in the show. I'm excited. I'm sorry, that was a good episode. Like I just finished the episode. It was a really good episode. Like he was in the episode, and they're explaining what's going on, and they meet up with the sheriff, and the sheriff's like, there is no Westview, and she was like, where are you from? And he's like, Eastview, and like they're just like, all right, so something's going on, because if there's an Eastview, there has to be a Westview. Like that's what I was thinking. But like if the sheriff's saying this town doesn't exist, like just came out of nowhere, like then something ought to be wrong. And then like Geraldine uses her little remote control drone to fly in, and it disappears because remember Wanda created like that force field around like her reality. So like remember when she picked up the helicopter like first episode, that was the drone that she was using. And so like then she starts walking toward the force field, and then she gets pulled into this reality, and that explains how she got in there. Because remember, while she was in the sitcom, she was like playing along. She was like when Wanda was like, what's your name? And she was like, I don't know, Geraldine, I guess. And so I feel like that's not her real name, and I keep calling her Geraldine, but like that's just the name I remember her by. And then like Wu like called in everyone, and then it was like this truck's pulling up full of like all these geeks who like specialize in different fields, and then Darcy returned from like the Thor movies. Like that's exciting, because Darcy was one of my favorites out of that group. I'm glad she's back. And so Darcy returned, and now we're like, they're trying to figure out what's going on, and then she like discovers there's like some type of GMD ER or whatever she said, some sort of radiation, small form radiation field, and it's like projecting. She figures out it's projecting images, and so like she gets like all these old TVs, and she starts to see like Wanda's like show that she's basically created. She created a whole sitcom for herself, and then like we start seeing like all the pieces like unfold. Like, who was the beekeeper in that one episode? That was an agent trying to get in, and like everything, like the radio, that was Agent Wu like talking, like trying to reach out to Wanda. It's like, Wanda, what the hell, who's doing this to you? And so like we're seeing everything connect together, and then it also shows how much control Wanda has, and she's fully aware of what's happening. Because while they're watching this, whenever like they try to reach out to her, or whenever things don't go their way, it does that little edit thing that we've been seeing, and like they see it too, but they're just like, what the hell, like where did it just go? Like when Geraldine referenced Ultron, and then like she's like, Wanda's like pressing her about, how do you know that name? And they're like, wait, how does she know Ultron and all that? And so when she was pressing her, it did an edit, and everybody's like, what the hell just happened? And then Geraldine flies out back into the normal reality. And so, which brings me to like Wanda's, well, hold on, let me take a step back real quick, because I'm all over the place. After she gets like brought out, like she says like, Wanda, it's all Wanda, which I kind of theorized, like, we can't really call, cause like, can we really call her an antagonist? Like, I know I said she might be evil, but like, I'm thinking Wanda just has really bad PTSD, like, you know, well, not really PTSD, I think she's just like damaged and hurt from everything that's happened, because she is a young character in this Marvel Cinematic Universe. Like, remember in Civil War when Tony had grounded her and Steve was like, why would you do that? She's a kid, like, yeah, she's a kid and everything. And so like, probably seeing her brother get killed by Ultron, and then seeing her lover get killed by Thanos, it like just left a mark in her, and like she's probably wounded and hurt, and she's just like, I just need time away, and I just want to create this false reality for myself, because the reality that I know of right now is shit, and I don't like it. So I'm gonna create this alternate reality where I'm married with Vision, and we're living in this town, and everything's great. There's no Avengers, there's no danger, everything's great. However, did she kidnap people? Because apparently all those people in the town are like real people in like the actual world, and like they're like finding out their real identities, and like doing a whole search for like, all right, so this, and this, and like this is just crazy. Like, a lot of crazy shit happened this episode. This was the episode we needed. Like, I loved all the sitcom stuff, but this was the episode that really explained, like, confirmed what the hell was going on. Like, yes, Wanda created this reality, and yes, like, there's people trying to figure out what the hell's going on, and I think we got like a sense of what's going on. And so I wonder if this reality is gonna damage like other realities and everything, because I still believe my other theory that around the end of the show, the only way how they're gonna have to break down this reality is for Doctor Strange to come in and fuck shit up. Because he's the... if you really think about it, who's who's the only other person that can compete with Wanda at that level? It's Strange. Strange is that nigga. Like, he can come in and just be like, you're no match for me, and like just fix everything. Like, I believe that's what's gonna happen this season, because the acting director of S.H.I.E.L.D. Did I say that right? S.H.I.E.L.D.? No, S.W.O.R.D. Not S.H.I.E.L.D., S.W.O.R.D. Let me get it right. The acting director of S.W.O.R.D. like flew back to his base, and I'm thinking, alright, where is he going? Because he obviously like has some sense of what's going on right now. So I'm thinking that he probably calls. Well, no. Would that make sense? I don't know. He knows something. I'm just saying, he knows something. But yeah, this episode was fucking amazing. Like, we got some returning characters. We got to see more of the aftermath of the Thanos snaps, which they're calling the blip. If you saw that news screen and the thing, they're calling it the blip, which I'm kind of iffy over. I enjoyed it in Spider-Man because those are teenagers and they're calling it the blip. I was like, alright, that works, but like, apparently everybody else is calling it the blip, and I'm like, alright, couldn't have called it a better name, like, the snap. Well, nobody would know about the snap, but I like seeing like outside of these movies, like seeing like the result of everything that's happened, and I'm excited to see where this all goes. If you like this video, leave a like down below, subscribe for more, and I'll see you guys in the next video.